Hey there, welcome back guys. In this video we're going to show you how to fix the wires to your LED lights on your Pavo drones. So if you have the LED lights here and you broke that cable, well, we've got you covered. So without any further ado, let's get started so that you can be up and running and not be left in the dark. And again, special thanks to and a shout out to hi, where can I get a new one of those cables to power my LEDs? Thankfully we're able to do this video because depending on where it's broken, you may not be able to fix it, and I'll share with you why. In his case, we can fix it because it's the cable going into the drone, as you can see here. So we pull this out, right? And this one, as you can see, has like a little chip on it. So if you broke this one, you could probably fix it by soldering it. But thankfully we're going to be doing this half here. So we actually have it connected to an external power. If you remember back in the day, I used to use these as backdrops in the LED. In the background you see the lights, but I made a strip going down that way, so it just works better since it's always powered in. And here we always had to charge the batteries, and it was a bummer. You know, sometimes they were charged, sometimes they weren't charged, and well, you get the idea. So knowing that, moving forward, there's a link to this kit in the description. You might need to remake this cable here. So there's a video I have, well basically the other video shows you how to do that too, but that one's dedicated to this one because it comes with the size that we need, which is the 3-pin SH1.0 3P. So that would be this one, and then you choose your wires. For me, I'm going to choose orange, and then we have a black, yellow, right, because there is a yellow. The yellow is the switch that goes on to the, we just bound them together because I have it on a different switch. All right, knowing that and moving forward, we'll just close that. So red's in the middle, okay? You want to make sure that the wires are organized accordingly. See how we have the black on the right side? See right there, there's black and yellow on that side and red in the middle, okay? See, so we'll put the black in. We insert it. Just gonna put that like that. So this little thing right here, that right there, that's the top. That long rectangular shape is the bottom. So when it goes in, it has to go in so that it goes in. See, black is right there. And then you just push it in. Voila. And then remember, red is in the middle. Okay. Red. And that'll go in like that. Whoops, almost. It's tricky to get in. Once we get it in, we can grab the end and push it in. Once it's ready, see, voila. So that the yellow goes in. Oops, almost. Just need to hold it down. See? And voila, should be able to tug on it and it not come out in the way they need to be, and that's how it should look. You could always pry a little something in there, if you put it in backwards, just bend that back, this piece right here. Hold on. Bend this back and then pull it, and then it'll come out. Yeah, so you can always tin these wires and have them ready to go. Now we're back in the format that we want to be in, and as you can see, we've got it there. But now for the next and final part, what you want to do is, since the other wires need to be soldered, right, what you'll do is you'll just take off the, and you can actually strip these by hand. Just take it out, or use a wire cutter. So you're going to cut 1, 2, you could use scissors, and 3. Again, scissors or whatever works for you. And in this case, I'm not going to strip the yellow. I'm only going to strip the black and the red. The red's pretty much exposed. And then what happens is, if the only thing that the kit doesn't come with is the opposite, the female side, which is a little bit of a bummer. You know, you would think that, hey, so now if I turn the switch on, switch is on, and if I touch it, the correct wires, red and red and black on black, it should light up the LEDs. And if it doesn't, then what we can do is, because it's really hard to get in there, so we'll just do this. Disconnect it and connect make sure we have our positive to positive and negative to negative. But in order to get it to work, of course, it's not going to work unless we connect it to the source. And now we're going to put this on the lights, plug it in, see? And then now, if I put black, let me see which one, I forget one, the 9 volt, where the negative is. Which, oh yeah, it says it on there. So plus is red, right? Because remember, we have it wired correctly now. Make sure you wire, because if you wire it wrong, you're going to blow your shit up or short them out. So here's negative, and this positive, and we should get, let there be, light. Probably because there's no switch. Let's see. I'm going to strip the wire a little bit more and put the plus in the plus. Huh, maybe switch it. Maybe I have them switched. Or maybe, you know what? The yellow completes the circuit. So the yellow connects to the red. Okay? So yellow and red. That's probably, you know, like the switch. So the switch is always going to be on, right? Until it's actually shut off. Which, you know, thankfully for you, it broke on the switch end. So we'll just splice those two wires together. And now it should work. See? Except there's no switch. But thankfully these go onto the board. And voila. As easy as 1, 2, 3. Again, there's no switch. And the switch is actually what makes it work. You know, allows you to go on and off. Or you could jerry rig it like I did here, which was attach the so that when you're on UART or whatever, it will just work its magic. So that when I go here, 1 second, if I go, it just won't go in. If I go here, put the battery into the power source, see, it'll light up, but hold on, close the lid, and now with the switch, which is the yellow, see, voila, easy as 1, 2, 3, 1, lights on, lights off, lights on, lights off, voila. And thankfully now you know how to fix it and build your own. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Kind of neat, huh? Gotta love it. I hope this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.